Hello and welcome to day 4 of the Hormone Reset Challenge. Today we are talking all about whole foods, which is my favorite topic. I am Serena Coventry, a clinical nutritionist and EFT tapping practitioner. And I talk about whole foods all the time with my clients and ways that we can incorporate essentially more into our diet. Now, whole foods refers to foods that are in their most whole, untouched state. So we're thinking about nuts and seeds, grains, legumes, beans, fruits and vegetables, lean animal proteins such as steak and chicken, fish, eggs, things like that. Pretty much anything that is in its least touched form is going to be ideal for us to eat. And I know that in the kind of world we live in now, we're so fast paced, there are endless options of pre-packaged foods for us to eat and grab and go meals and things like that at the store, which are often filled with chemicals, food additives, colorings, just so many things that we should not be eating on a daily basis, if ever. And so many of us unfortunately are. So hopefully the things that you can take out of this video today is ways of incorporating more whole foods into your diet and making some really easy and simple swaps that don't feel too overwhelming or hard. Now, the reason that incorporating whole foods is so important in our diet is that it is food eaten the way that nature intended. If you think about an apple that you pull off a tree, it's going to have vitamins and nutrients, natural sugars, it's going to have fiber in it so that when you eat that apple, you will be feeling full and satisfied. Compare that to drinking, say, processed apple juice, where so many parts of that natural whole food have been extracted to create this high sugar, high glycemic index, blood sugar spiking product that you're going to be able to consume really, really quickly and be left feeling probably quite unsatisfied afterwards. So when we are trying to eat these foods in their most natural form, we are ensuring that we're consuming all of these vitamins and minerals, fiber, like I mentioned before, which is also going to be really important for our gut bacteria and our gut health, as well as making sure that our body has the building blocks to be ultimately healthy and to build all of the hormones that we require for optimal health and to be PMS free. So a lot of us probably right now have a whole bunch of products and things like that in the cupboard that have long lists that are in a package. And what I encourage as our top tip for today is to do an inventory of these products. Have a look in your cupboard, have a look in your fridge, and just brush over the ingredients list of most of the foods that are in there. And try to pick out the things that you know, that you understand what they are in the label, and then have a look at how many things and numbers are on there that you might have no idea what they are. A lot of the time with these additives and these numbers and these chemicals and these artificially manufactured foods, they are made to be created on a mass level to kind of feed how many people are in this world. But a lot of those ingredients do have quite negative impacts on the body. So for many, this can impact their mood, how they're feeling overall, how sluggish they are, what it feels like for them waking up in the morning, what their menstrual cycle is like, what their hormones are like, their body's capacity to even produce hormones and then detoxify them. So making sure that you are kind of even being aware of what you're eating and how many chemically processed foods versus whole foods you're eating is going to be really important in moving forward for your overall health. Now, if you look at our email, we did send through some really easy and incredible swaps that you can make. If you go through there, there's things and swaps for pastas and sauces and things like that. But today I'll even just share some really easy quick swaps that you can make in terms of snacks and meals and how you can still do this on a budget. So I actually find personally that shopping for whole foods and products to make from scratch, for example, that's buying, say, brown rice and cooking it at home versus buying like pre-packaged rices that are often in plastic. Melissa would have talked about EDCs and endocrine disrupting chemicals. within this hormone reset challenge. So trying to get foods out of the plastic and again in their most natural form that you can cook is going to be really supportive for your hormone health. So tangent, as you start to purchase more whole foods, you will notice that it's actually cheaper than purchasing these pre-packaged and processed foods. So a lot of the misconceptions out there is that it is actually more expensive to eat healthy and well, but I'm here to tell you that it is not. So if you're the type of person that likes cereal for breakfast because it's quick, it's easy, it's sweet, you could explore using oatmeal instead. So making oats for breakfast, topping it with berries, seeds, yogurt, which is going to be a much more nutritionally dense meal and support your hormones over a high sugary breakfast cereal that probably won't leave you full for very long. Similarly as snacks, if you are a chips person or a chocolate bar person, look at getting a handful of roasted nuts, which are equally super crunchy, but are going to support your blood sugars for a lot longer, keep you more satiated, provide your body with those healthy fats, rather than the processed oils that are often found in packets of chips. You can add a piece of fruit with this, which is also going to increase your satiety. As I said with the chocolate bar, have you ever tried stuffing a medjool date with a little bit of almond butter or a square of dark chocolate? That is going to absolutely knock your socks off without as much of the artificial sugar and chemicals that are often in chocolate bars. Similarly with lunches or dinners, instead of purchasing pre-made frozen meals or pre-packaged salads and their dressings, go and grab some fresh chicken breasts, some fresh vegetables and salad mixes that are in season. Takes you 5 minutes to grill some chicken breast, chop up those veggies, a little bit of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, a little bit of honey and extra virgin olive oil, and there you go. You have lunch which is whole food, nutrient dense, going to support your microbiome, going to support your hormones, and super, super easy. So for this week, like I mentioned before, look at the products in your fridge, in your cupboard, see which ones you can begin to slowly change, and it takes time. Make some slow improvements where you can, choose some easy snacks where you can that aren't out of a package, and look at that healthy swaps list, and we're excited to hear how you go.